Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 1 minute past the hour. Welcome to hashtag Truth Be Told, JD Live, your early morning wake up, get up party. It's time to wake up, get up, get up. Good morning to you on the second day of July. Work it out Wednesday. It is hump day, family. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Take time. Just tell them it's time to log on. Time to get in here. I posted. Look, I don't even know where to start with this big, beautiful bill that got passed. But we're going to talk about it. Good morning, family. Yours truly, Joe Dupree, in the building from 100 BLK to Black Station, along with the early morning wake up crew. Some are down, some are out, but we are not finished. So Lethea is still recovering probably from the bug that she caught from her little grandson. We need her good and fine because Alethea and I, let me go ahead and put it up there so y'all will know. Alethea and I will be at the Essence Music Festival of Culture down in New Orleans starting tomorrow. Tomorrow, family, we will be broadcasting live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from the Essence Music Festival of Culture, but we will be down in Grand Ole, New Orleans tomorrow. Actually, we will probably do the show from on the road tomorrow on our way to New Orleans, but catch us at the Montreal Convention Center. Also, you can catch us at the Superdome for all the evening concerts. Now, people have been reaching out for me, asking me, man, tell me what's really going on with Essence this year. A lot is going on with Essence. There have been some changes. Ladies, make sure that you got your clear bags. Oh my God, I just look a mess this morning. Make sure you got your clear bags because it is a clear bag policy for the convention center and also for the Superdome. Come prepared to have a good time. There's going to be a lot going on. I belong to a couple of Essence groups on social media, and they have been buzzing. Folks are down there right now talking about, man, there is so much going on. I don't really know what to do because there's just too much going on around here. Of course, be careful, be vigilant, as you know, and I always want to bring this back up, and I don't want this to be a sore spot, but I do want to bring it up. New Year's Eve, I was in New Orleans to celebrate and bring in the New Year's, to bring in 2025 and say goodbye to 2024. And as you know, on New Year's Day in New Orleans, there was a terrorist attack. An individual full of hate, twisted in ideology, took a vehicle full of explosives and ran down Bourbon Street and ran over some folks. So always be vigilant when you are in large gatherings, especially during this 4th of July weekend, regardless if you're in New Orleans or regardless where you at. Keep your eyes on what's going on. Keep your eyes with what's going on. We're going to get into a lot of conversation. It'll probably be just me. It's 5 minutes past the hour. Right now, there is a lot going on with this big, beautiful bill. I think you need to pay attention to the big, beautiful bill. I think a lot of folks are now having buyer's remorse when it comes down to, let's not call it buyer's remorse. That's when you buy something and you wish you hadn't bought it. Let's call it voter's remorse. I think that individuals are very much disappointed in the choice of who they chose to run this country all of a sudden. Because now what you're about to see is who they were really for and were they for you and your interests or not. So you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Willie Pickens. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It is time to get in here. It is hashtag Truth Be Told, JD Live, your early morning wake up. It's time to wake up, get up, get up. It is 6 minutes past the hour. So what will this bill do? Let's talk about what this bill do to Black and brown folks and probably folks you know. Because understand, most of us, no matter how much we get on here and brag and boast and show you our house and our car and the clothes we wear and the stuff we do, let me tell you something. If you are not making $500,000, and actually this really doesn't help you if you're making $500,000, But if you're not making $500,000 a year, $500,000 a year, you really the working poor, because you are taxed like none other. You are in a position where your income doesn't make it that you can get any social help from any of the social services that are out there. And good morning, Jules Walls. How are you doing? And you are really in a position where all you do is work. And depending on what your expenses are, and once again, people would say, well, $500,000? Understand. And good morning, Mr. Gervis Williams. Good morning. Understand this. If you really sit there and look at your bills and expenses, at the low end, let's say that at the low end, you're probably spending anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, maybe $5,000 a month on bills. Sorry, y'all, my back is itching. That's real talk. I want y'all to think about that. Rent and mortgage, unless you're on Section 8, unless you're one of them individuals that is seriously on Section 8, at a bare minimum, you're paying between maybe $600 and $1,000 a month for rent or mortgage. Good morning, Gilbert Anderson, my brother. Good morning, Gilbert. Good morning. Now, I want you to start putting numbers down. Let's call it $1,000. You're paying $1,000 a month, probably for rent or mortgage. That's if you're really blessed. Now, we ain't gonna put my Section 8. We ain't putting my $5, but $25 Section 8 folks, because y'all in trouble with this big beautiful bill. If this big beautiful bill passes, y'all are in serious trouble. Be exact. That's one thing I am convinced that they're gonna cut regardless. They may come back and try to save Medicaid. They may try to save Medicare. They may try to save some of these other things. They may even try to come in and save SNAP benefits. But one person who gonna lose, all you people sitting on Section 8 right now, I hope you got all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed, because this bill is going to cut that tremendously. SNAP benefits, Section 8 and SNAP, I'm telling you, y'all are on the table, regardless what changes happen. Because I think Medicaid, Medicare, they're gonna do something there, because that's really going to, and I really don't know, because you have to understand, Donald Trump cannot run again. He cannot run again for office. There's nothing that Donald Trump can do to run again for office unless he changes the Constitution. And honestly, I'll be very honest with some of the stuff I've been seeing going on. I would not put it past him or them to try to do that. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Jules Walls. Good morning, Miss Baptiste. Good morning, my good friend James Vincent. Good morning, Gilbert Anderson. Good morning, Willie Pickens. Good morning, Gervis Williams. Good morning. And good morning to everybody who's not logged in and just in the background viewing. I appreciate y'all for just tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. 10 minutes past the hours. Yours truly, Joe Dupree, in the building, 100 BLK, the Black Station. You can check me out at www.the100blk.com. We are broadcasting live right now on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can catch us on YouTube at take that back. You can catch us on YouTube at 100 BLK Media. And we're getting geared up, getting ready to make our way out the door and make our way to the Essence Music Festival of Culture. And family, we got to start having some real serious conversations. I'm going to be at 2 economic forums during Essence. You'll catch me all over Essence. But this year, I got work to do. I got real work to do. Excuse me while I sip on a little coffee. Because we've got to come back with information to empower our communities, because it's about to go down. We've got to be prepared. Willie said, thank God that his home is paid for. Yes, sir. Thank God that your home is paid for. But still, with your home being paid for, and Willie, I don't know how old you are. I know you're retired from the fire department, but let's just look at all the things that you paid into during your life that you may not even get to harvest the fruits of your hard labor. One of the things is Social Security. They have highly predicted, and even with this big, beautiful bill, which will increase the deficit. Now, that's crazy, because if anybody knows anything about social conservative Republicans, if anybody know anything about social conservative Republicans, they tell you one thing they're not going to do is raise the deficit. They argue and fight like cats and dogs not to raise the deficit. Well, let me tell you something. This one's going to do it by at least $3 trillion, at a bare minimum, $3 trillion. And here's the coup de grace on everything. And I put this in a post. After all these cuts, there's a strong chance that there's going to be a 30% hike in electric bills and in electricity costs. There's going to be a lot of manufacturing and construction jobs that will diminish in the United States of America. They're tripling the military and the ICE budget. Now, listen, no offense. I understand that when you break the law, you break the law. But even in breaking the law, there should be some grace and mercy. You shouldn't every time get the book thrown at you. Now, I know they're very aggressive right now on immigration. They say they're going after the criminals. No, they're going after everybody who they think is not here legally. That's just the truth about it. And you got to pay attention to that. Because once again, as I began the podcast off with this morning on this Work It Out Wednesday, and people, we need to work it out. At the bottom of the hour, we're going to have sports and great conversation about what's going on. But, you got to ask yourself, man, what is going on here? If this is what is making America great again, where are you trying to take us to? What greatness are we speaking about? Understand, in rural communities. Now, I live in the 5th largest city in Louisiana, and it's still considered quasi a rural community. This is not a big urban city. But in rural communities, smaller community, maternity wards, health clinics, and nursing homes will have to shut down because of the big, beautiful bill. They won't have the funding necessary or the subsidies available to continue to run. Family, I don't know about y'all, but if you haven't picked up the phone and called your senator or your congressperson, the person that you sent up to Washington to represent you, and said, what are y'all doing? Because understand, these are the folks that we sent to speak our voices. So is this what, I'm just curious, is this what you sent folks to Washington to do? To cut Medicaid by $930 billion? When you went into that voting booth and you voted for whoever you voted for, and let me not begin to talk about those of you who decided to abstain from voting because that was your way of protest. I'm not even going to go there 15 minutes after the hour. While most of you are on here wanting to talk about the Diddy trial, which I call the Diddy distraction, y'all about to wake up in a few months, probably 90 days from today, and life is going to be extremely hard. Extremely hard. But no, y'all want to be on here posting every day about the Diddy trial, about who slept with who and why they slept with who. And listen, Are y'all not paying attention? Are y'all so distracted that y'all do not understand that they are literally right now not only making life hard for you, but for your future generations? If you think it's hard for black and brown folks now, let this big, beautiful bill go through. Just imagine where your children and grandchildren will be, because somebody got to pay for all this with interest. Hold it. Let me say that again. Somebody got to pay for all this with interest. And understand this. While there are wars and rumors of wars, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, children will every summer have a grand vacation, go travel the world, while your sons and daughters, my sons and daughters, our grandsons and granddaughters, should war break out, they will be the ones on the front line. There will be very few senators and congressmen children who will serve. I'm gonna ring my own bell. But y'all not paying attention. Y'all caught up with the Diddy distraction. This bill will block access to parenthood and deny women basic health care, birth control, and cancer screenings. That's in the bill. It's in the bill. This bill will leave over 17 million people without health insurance because Donald Trump was hell-bent on one thing. I need to destroy Obamacare because of the name it carries. It carried a black man's name, President Barack Obama, the first black African-American president. And no, a black man could not have came up with such a grandiose idea that everybody would be on health care and be doing well. No, that could not came from somebody who was black and brown. Black and brown folks ain't got that capability. Because if you want to make America great again and take us back to the founding fathers, please understand, black and brown folks weren't even considered human beings. Pause on that for a second. Pause on that for a second. Understand the way they have gutted DEI, along with certain programs, because Willie Pickens just posted right now, I'm invested in two of my grandchildren. Let me put that up there. Two of my grandchildren's college education. Understand this, Willie, that's great. Your children may not even get to go to the school they choose because they have made it now that certain requirements are not like it used to be. It used to be we had affirmative action. Affirmative action and DEI has been literally wiped off the book. So your child might be well qualified to go to a school. They might be, but now the school can say, no, we really don't want them because they're black and brown. We made America great again. We've taken us back to a time which I was born in the 60s. I don't recall a lot of the 60s because I was a child in the 60s. I think my first real memories maybe started when I was 4 or 5 years old. I kind of remember some things from first grade, and that's about it. Family, we got to pay attention. 20 minutes past the hour. At the bottom of the hour, Elijah Nixon will be in the building with sports, but this big, beautiful bill, we got to pay attention. We are too distracted by too many things that we really got to pay attention. Elections have consequences. To all my gossiping Gussies and Gus of the ghettos, what y'all gonna do when they tell you that this Section 8 housing ain't no longer available. What you gonna do when they cut your SNAP benefits to the bare bone from whatever you're getting to maybe $25 on SNAP benefits, or they tell you that you're no longer eligible for SNAP benefits, or they tell you point blank period, the program don't exist no more. During the election cycle, I literally sit around groups of folks who gave me every asinine reason in the world not to vote for the other individual that ran against Donald Trump. I'm like Malcolm. Who taught you to hate yourself? It was never in my life that I see so many Black and brown women have a disdain for an individual that was running for office like I did with Kamala Harris. I saw so many Black and brown younger women talk about, oh no, she's not even really Black. I'm confused. I'm more than confused. Maybe I'm just old. I'm 58. Maybe I'm old. Maybe my time has really came for me to back up out of all of this and say, you know what, Joe, you done got old. There's a new regime coming in. And the best thing you can do is maybe sit down and give a few lectures on how it used to be when you were in media, because I'm a media vet in this thing. You can go right now to www.the100blk.com, and for a man who was found in Memphis, Tennessee, wrapped in a newspaper, the old coat underneath a house, raised in a very small rural town in Tennessee called Henderson in Chester County, and has traveled the world. I put my microphone in front of a lot of great people. I just did a throwback with John Singleton and the guy who was the lead role in Snowfall. I interviewed them back in 2017 before Snowfall even started rolling down the track, and people were like, man, this is a cult, this is culture, this is us. Yeah. God rest John Singleton's soul, but I had my microphone in front of him and we chopped it up and had laughing. John even offered me a little cameo spot. And at that time, I just wasn't able to move the way I needed to move. He said, hey man, you got this thing called Snowfall. If you need to, look, I got a spot for you. You got a SAG card, I got a spot for you. There ain't nothing major, but I got a spot for you. Family, you got to see what's going on. And you got to see how they're always trying to chain up Black excellence. I mean, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. And we're not paying attention. And the sad thing is, 10 years from today, in 2035, it appears that we'll be at a place that some of these social service programs that we have had our money taken out of, understand you need to look at your check and see how much money goes toward Social Security. For them to tell you that in 2035, there will be nothing available. Some people depend on Social Security to live. It's facts. Real facts here. Good morning, Robert Bruno. Good morning, everybody who is coming in. We got about 5 minutes to the bottom of the hour in the green room. My man Elijah Nixon is getting ready for sports, and we're probably going to talk about them Kobe's coming out for your girl from the Indiana. I think it's the Fever. I think that's what they're called, the Indiana. I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot of other things, but family, don't be distracted. This big, beautiful bill, y'all talking Kobe's and y'all talking Versace and y'all talking BMW, man, you might be happy if you can afford flip-flops and and a bicycle when it's all said and done. Got to pay attention, y'all. Don't get me wrong, the Diddy trial is important. But don't let the Diddy trial be a Diddy distraction. Because regardless what Diddy did or didn't do, regardless if they found him guilty or not guilty, what's going on right now on Capitol Hill in Congress affects you more than what's going on in a courtroom in New York City with Diddy. I'm just being real with you. You can say the old man throwed off. It sounds better for us to talk about Cassie getting drugged through a hallway. Trust me, I would not want that to be my daughter, my mother, my auntie, some young lady I love being drugged by any man in that manner. But don't get distracted. Because I'm telling you, while y'all so busy trying to figure out who's going to drop the next sex tape from a celebrity where y'all can say, ooh, look at them cheeks getting clapped. Your cheeks getting clapped in Congress right now. They got you bent over. Didn't ask no permission and did not use no lubrication. And they steadily and telling you, take that and like it. With that being said, because he cracking up in the background. And I'm trying to let him finish his morning breakfast. Be exact, I got 2 minutes. I'm going to let him finish it. Yeah, I said that, Elijah. I said it. They get their cheeks clapped. They too busy worried about who did he clapping. You get your cheeks clapped right now. Because you didn't pay attention to who you put in office. Half of you don't even know who represents you on any level. If I ask you right now, who your councilman or councilwoman, y'all don't know. And better yet, if I ask you, what do they do? You'd be like, well, they my friend. We went to school together. I just elected them to office. They good friends of mine. Baby, let me tell you something. I can love you to death, but if you ain't, hold it. Me and James Vincent are best of friends. James, go ahead and put it in the chat. If James right now needed brain surgery, the last person he calling on is his good friend, Joe. Joe ain't cutting on nobody. Period. Come on, family. Y'all got to stop. I put them there because they're my friend. Are they qualified? 29 minutes past the hour. Let me bring this brother in as I always do. He is a masterful media and social media anchor person. I told you, you're going to catch him on ESPN one day. You know him from the Fitz Take, not the first, but the Fitz. Or the Fritz, whatever. He my dog. He's the Honorable Elijah Nixon. And we're going to bring him in for sports, man. Elijah, what's happening, my brother? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm over here laughing at you. I mean, you speaking so truth, though. I mean, they do have a distraction going on with the Diddy case. And no matter what happens with the Diddy case, it already happened. Not saying that there shouldn't be judgment on it, but you should focus on what's happening on right now instead of what's happening over there, because what's happening over there doesn't affect you. But what's happening right in that office is affecting you right now.
I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, man, but I'm just not that interested on who's clapping whose cheeks when my cheeks is getting clapped in Congress right now. I'm not, man. I could care less. But I see that every day. Look, I literally through social media, because I don't know all these folks. I'm old, man. I don't know all these folks. Man, they had I went through my Instagram and I went through my Facebook. And even though I got a ton of friends and I got I got friends from way up here to way down there. You know, they talking about, did you see so-and-so's cheeks? They got why are we so interested on who dropping the next celebrity sex tape?
Right.
I know because I actually do work for them. Networks and I can say it because I do work for them. Network like Zeus with the baddies. Y'all know the name of y'all know all the baddies' name. Y'all know all the rap lyrics, the NBA Youngboy and whoever is the next hot rapper, but y'all don't know who is in the House of Representatives representing you right now. There is a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
That's right.
But y'all gonna be the first one. First one when ICE roll up to your house going, come here.
But in the sports world, it's not too much going on. I know Dame Lillard was released after tearing his Achilles.
Somebody said since King James was talking that noise, come here. It's Dame time. Boy, if Dame go, and you know, they can say what they want to. If Dame goes to LA, oh boy.
That's the thing. So you think, but the thing is, he got to recover. I don't know how long his recovery is going to be. I don't know if it could wait till January, February, whatever it must be.
Let me ask you a question, Elijah. It's just me because I'm on a rampage today, so I might want to ask. Hey, the unibrow, was he kind of broke down and injury prone when he went to LA?
That's true.
How many championships did he win with the unibrow? I'm curious. Two?
One.
He won. Well, one's enough. One's enough because the Knicks fan would say, give me one right now. I ain't seen one since 73. Give me one right now. One's enough. Come on, baby. What? Listen, I'm saying that for a reason. Hold it. Let me find my stuff. I'm telling y'all, I done said it, and I want y'all to come back and say, Joe said it. When you see me with that Super Bowl champion terrible towel this year, remember I said it. We black and yellow to the Super Bowl.
Joe,
why?
Yeah, I want to know why. You have so much confidence in this team. Why?
I have more confidence in how the system is rigged than I do really in my team. I just had that funny feeling. Just like I said, Peyton Manning, and I cannot stand Peyton. And you in the home that loves Peyton. I'm one of the few Tennesseans that cannot stand Peyton. Because Peyton, for 4 years of the best years of my life, had me just really in tears. We got Peyton Manning, y'all. Tennessee gonna win a national championship. Year 1 didn't happen. Year 2 didn't happen. Year 3 didn't happen. Year 4, Heisman Trophy winning Peyton Manning didn't happen. But soon as he leaves, soon as he get out of there, here comes Black Excellence by the name of T. Martin. We go 13-0 to the Fiesta Bowl, and we win a national championship. And everybody sitting around still talk about Peyton Manning. 4 years he never took us to the promised land. And guess what? If you right now mention T. Martin's name, oh, Tennesseans love him, but most folks don't even know him. Black Excellence. Once again, we can't be great.
I didn't know you had. I thought Peyton Manning was one of your guys, one of your heroes coming from out of here. I didn't know you.
I took a couple of pictures with Peyton. I done hung out with him and Eli. Know their daddy. Know the other Manning. They cool. Peyton done seen me look him dead in the face and say, man, you broke my heart for 4 years. And then I took a picture with him. Man, you broke my heart for 4 years. I looked, and guess what? He told me his offensive line broke his heart for 4 years. Because he said, man, I thought we were supposed to win. I said, man, you broke my heart for 4 years.
How far did they make it?
I don't forgot, man. I don't forgot. But we never made it to the hold it. Okay. Who was runner-up in the NCAA championship in 2022? You don't know. Because all you know is the champions. I don't know where we made it to, bruh. Hell, I didn't know that. We didn't make it to the top.
But going back to this. Well, I got a question. Since you think all of it is rigged, what Super Bowls or what championships do you think are the most rigged? Do you think the Cowboys championships was rigged? Do you think some of the Lakers rigged? Do you think some of the Bulls championships was rigged?
I don't know, man. Some stuff just make me say, I don't know. Now, this is in the modern era. See, things have changed. There's been a big change. Even if you watch it, there's been a change in ownership in the NBA, the NFL. You know, the owners have changed now. You know, just pull up some of the names of some of the owners that own these teams now. Just like college has changed. Back when college was in its heyday and I was playing 989 Sports on the PlayStation, Game Breaker. Man, if you got handed an envelope in college and they had money on it, you better be looking left, right, up, down, and pray that the Gestapo ain't watching you because you might lose your scholarship and go to jail. Mm-hmm. Now we got NILs. You got to understand, Reggie Bush, they took his Heisman Trophy back. But what is now, we ain't got no problem with that. You don't even want me to go down that rabbit hole, because if I went down that rabbit hole, first thing I tell you is how many black and brown folks you know that's in jail right now for weed, for selling weed, growing weed, enhancing weed. But now we got some non-melanated folk in Colorado, Washington, and other states. They are multimillionaires and billionaires with dispensaries. Same thing we went to jail for, they got rich on. Come on, man. You don't want me to go there, Elijah. Not this time.
No, go ahead. Because I always talk about that. Like, you know,
so when you pay attention to these teams now, how many teams are owned by Russians? How many teams are owned by folks who don't even know the struggles of what we went through in this country?
Right.
That part.
But I don't think, but to be honest with you, I don't know if we'll ever see a black owner in the NFL. I don't know if we'll ever see a black owner in the NFL.
Hold up. Somebody said, hold it. What? I never what?
Whipped them LSU Tigers either. Talking about
who? Tennessee? You talking about Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, Tennessee that came and whipped the Tigers a couple of times. Y'all better hold tight. Hold up. What? Hold it. To be exact, they came to Death Valley, if I recall right, with a quarterback that was your quarterback and left and went to Tennessee. He came back and whooped y'all in Death Valley. Hold up. Y'all better stop. Listen,
I think it was I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it was like 40-22.
Yeah. Hold it. Whooped you in Death. Hold it. In Death Valley. Hold on. At the end of the day, let me okay, before we even start going there and these folks start putting stuff, it's SEC versus everybody. I don't care how many titles Ohio State get. It's SEC versus everybody. And the only reason Ohio State is in the position they in is because they went and got Urban Meyer, and Urban Meyer gave them the SEC formula. They wasn't winning until Urban Meyer showed up. Come on, somebody show me something.
That's true.
They wasn't winning until they took the Florida Gators coach. He came up there with the SEC recipe, and they started winning. Until then, they wasn't winning nothing. Come on, somebody show me differently. It's the SEC versus everybody. Period. I don't care how good the Ducks are. I don't care how beautiful their uniforms are. I don't care what Nike can give them whatever they want to. They can't give them what we got down here.
You don't like the Big Ten? You don't like the Michigans? You don't like the Ohio States?
Stop. I graduated from now what is considered to be a Big Ten school. Hold on. Wait a minute. Cool. Hold up. Let me raise it up. If you see right there, you can't see it right way up there above that's a Turpin. That's a Maryland Turpin. That's a Maryland Turpin. Now, my graduation ring from college doesn't say Big Ten. It says ACC. So all I know, see, once again, how things change. My days of being a Turpin, Big Ten. Man, we the Atlantic Coastal Conference. What are you saying? Bro, things change. Things are inevitable. Okay, what did Marcus Allen put on here? Because Marcus always try to come with something that if the professional players would combine their money together, man, you know that ain't going to happen. Marcus, hell, we can't even get, hold on. I got to go there. I love Marcus, but I'm about to go there. Hold up, bro. We can't even, hold it. I can't even get people to give me $10 in sponsorship money to go down to Essence to help promote their business. You think we're going to get together and put our money together and get something without somebody fighting, fussing, talking about I'm in charge, I'm the head. Now, man, please. That's our problem. We don't know how to invest in one another. That's the problem. And every time we do something, we have to do it with the others because we can't get all of us together in one place at one time to agree on anything. Right. Prime example, the big, beautiful bill. I'm back on it again. The big, beautiful bill. Okay. Y'all talking all this noise. We talking sports and blah, 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 and this, that, these, and the third. Let's be real about something. If this big, beautiful bill hits your pockets the way it should hit your pockets, like they predicting it's going to hit your pockets, there's going to be a lot of games you ain't going to be going to. There's going to be a lot of times you ain't even going to be wanting to watch games because you're going to be sitting there talking about, man, do I have enough money to pay the electric bill to get the TV on? Come on now. Y'all pay attention. Pay attention. How you like them new Kobe's that they're putting on your girl Caitlin Clark's feet? She said all she do is playing Kobe.
I see that I didn't even touch them yet. I didn't even look at them. I didn't see anything about it. I probably think that some people are uproar about it because it's going to Caitlin Clark. But I just think if somebody deserves it, she probably do. The way
I done told you, man. Caitlin gonna silence all y'all when she get the black boyfriend and come out with the black baby. When she get the black boyfriend and come out with the black baby, she gonna shut all y'all up. All y'all gonna shut up. Everybody gonna be like, and then they're gonna be mad at the brother.
but I'm not opposed to it. I really hope that this actually brings some more light to the WNBA, the sneakers and stuff like that, because I don't know, man. They got to do something with it, and I think for the perfect person, Caitlin Clark and the Kobe collab will be something great. So I didn't see him yet. I didn't even look at him, but I hope
I saw the shoes. They look all right. I mean, but I'm old school. I'm old school Jordans. I'm old school. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what just stay right there. Hold tight. I'll be right back. Talk to him about something while I'm gone. Hold on.
I got you, man. I got you. Let me see what you got. SEC is the richest conference. I think so. I do think they're the richest conference, but I'm not sleeping on what money Michigan just gave a freshman quarterback, I think $10 million. Michigan got money. Ohio State got money. I know the Texas schools have money. So Texas and Texas Tech, Texas A&M, I know they have money. Of course, LSU and Florida.
See, that's me, man. That's me. I'm good. I'm old school. I'm good. I throw on some Jordans every once in a while. What you talking about? Texas? What's going on in Texas and Florida?
He was asking for he said is SEC the richest conference, and I said I got mixed emotions about it. I do.
They got that paper though, bruh. You got Texas, you got LSU, you got Florida, you got Alabama. Alabama got that paper. Tennessee got that paper. Don't think they don't.
No, I think they do have that. See, the thing is, they have the paper, but I just feel like I can't just put SEC up there alone. Like I think they have the money for sure. But after seeing Michigan give $10 million to a freshman quarterback, you at University of Southern California is just dishing out money left and right.
Hey. So you got the SEC and the Big Ten for sure. Now, when it comes down to championships, I think that's all you got. SEC. If you look at the last 10 championship outside the SEC and the Big Ten, who was winning? Who else won? Did the Pac win one?
That's it.
It ain't even the Pac, right? It's SEC and Big Ten. That's it, right?
Yeah, they don't. There's nobody else. I mean, when you talk about conferences, as soon as you see a team playing a team, you got Penn State that's in the Big Ten, Michigan, Ohio State, and then you got Oregon, USC. Then when you come to SEC, you got South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Texas,
LSU,
Tennessee, LSU. So it's like the big name schools are connected with one another. It's going to take
Marcus Allen went and played football. Marcus Allen played football for the Gator Chomp.
Florida, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. This man played, and he know they got that paper. Hold it. Before NILs, wait a minute. Let's just go back to the real. You talking old money. We ain't even talking about Ole Miss money. We ain't talking. Listen, we ain't even mentioned some. Listen, I can mention some of the worst teams in the SEC. Vanderbilt, who on any given Sunday, let me rephrase that. On any given Saturday, they can beat you. The worst team in the SEC.
Yeah.
Hold it. Missouri. Come on. We ain't even talked. Come on. Family.
It's a lot of schools. It's a lot of teams out there. I just personally feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just it's when it comes to the money thing, because it's just who's your donors are. Because even something that's building in Sacramento State that nobody's talking about. Shaq became the general manager out there. He hired Mike Bibby as a head coach for basketball. He hired a Texas assistant, and they've been getting some transfers left and right. Not saying that they're getting transfers to, that's going to win something or win it all, but they got enough transfer names out there to put something on the map and hopefully build a powerhouse. Because the thing is, I feel like sports is always big on whoever your general manager and your owners are.
Right.
Is where you can land, because if they are willing to spend money.
Sports and politics kind of run hand in hand.
They do.
Sports and politics kind of run hand in hand. You got to know where the money at, how to get the money. That's why I got to give. Listen, let me give big ups to Marcus Allen, attorney at law, and let me say the following: if you are in, or if not only if you're in my area, if you need an outstanding attorney, Marcus is the man. Marcus knows how to do contracts, litigation, personal injury. Marcus is the man. Marcus knows what to do. Marcus has negotiated some great contracts. If you're an artist out there and you're looking for somebody to be your advocate as you deal with these record companies and you deal with the music industry, Marcus is your man. Marcus is your man. Now watch this. It didn't cost me a dime to tell y'all how I really feel about Marcus. You know why? Because Marcus is good. Now, Marcus has never paid me for one dime of advertising, nor will I ever ask him. But because I know Marcus is good at what he does, me supporting him doesn't cost me a dime to open up my mouth and tell the truth. That if I needed some serious litigation, probably in the music business, and thank God I never have, because I've been doing what I needed to do. And I know folks have, before I met Marcus, I had folks that guided me, showed me how to, and I copyrighted and did some stuff. But if I got into some stuff right now, and I needed somebody to litigate for me in this business, I'm calling Marcus Allen. I'm going to be like, come here. I need you. and that's just straight up, man. I mean, listen, Elijah, I said it. The day it happens, I just want you to send me and say, Unc, I want you, because I'm your uncle now. Say, Unc. You say, Unc, I'm here. I'm in Bristol. I'm here. I'm going to give you a couple of folks to call if they still living, because we old. But if Jeff Martindale, because Jeff is still a regional director for ESPN Radio, if Jeff is still around and hasn't retired, I'm going to tell Jeff, I'm going to say, Jeff, that's Elijah, that's my dog. Take care of him. Because you're going to make it. You going to, listen, one person I know going to make it. That's you.
I appreciate that, Jeff.
Hey, man, really I just say the truth. I say the truth. I call balls and strikes. That's a sneak one. That's what I'm going to do when I really retire. I'm going to start up in baseball. That's why, boy, y'all going to have some, boy. I'm going to, woo.
Have you done that before?
Yes, I have. A long time ago, but I'm gonna do it. And I can't wait till one of these raggedy old snaggletooth coaches come out the dugout talking that noise. I'm gonna do, boy, they're gonna have a whole, man, I'm gonna be, boy, I'm out of here.
And then going back, when I'm looking at some of the stuff, the SEC do got more teams competing in any sports right now, but I'm gonna say this though. As much as I love the SEC, as much as I love the Big Ten, and as much as I love the greatest college football team to ever assemble, I don't know if they had money enough. I don't know if they were paying these guys, but that Miami team, Miami team, the U, as much as you talk about the Bahamas, the Georgia. Shoes. I don't think there was no team touching the U.
Hold on. The U. Hold on. My oldest daughter just graduated from the University of Miami. She went over there to get her postgraduate degree in marine biology. The U ain't no. Yeah, man, let me tell you something. The U that smoke. And you right. We ain't talked about that. That was that smoke. That was that smoke back in the day. Did you?
Yes. It's nothing that you can say. You had Ray Lewis one year, Ed Reed coming in, Sean Taylor was on the team. I mean, the quarterback was the worst. Think about it for a second. You had Marvin, I'm sorry, Michael Irvin on the team. You had Wayne Johnson, who didn't even play that much on the team. Like Jeremy Shockey on the team. Like you had players that was all pros, Hall of Famers, athletes on every level of that team. And that's the thing that I think, and there's nothing against Deion. I love Deion, but I think that's what Deion tried to create in Colorado. But there's a difference between going to Miami and going to Colorado. There's a beach. I don't think too many black people like the mountains. There's a lot of water. I don't think black people like too much of the snow now. Then
you got a point. You got a point.
If Deion was in the right situation, say if Deion was really not in Colorado, if Deion went to a right situation, like say if it was a Texas, say if it was a Miami, say if it was let alone.
Hey, I'm one of the few folks that when Alabama was looking for that dude, I said if Deion ever got Alabama money and Alabama backing, there were gonna be problems. I said if that boy, and now don't get me wrong. Once again, we have to put this in black and white and understand that there is some racial overtones here. But I'm telling you, if Deion ever got his hands on one of these primetime SEC programs, that's all. You think you don't like them now,
right?
Oh, you think you don't like them now? You let that boy wind up being the coach of Alabama, LSU, or Florida, or Texas. Shoot, I even give him a Texas A&M, which we didn't mention when we were talking about SEC teams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. You see what he's doing? Hold it. Like it, leave it, or love it. That man showed up to Colorado and brought two guys from the SWAC. 2 players from the SWAC. One should have been drafted in the first round, was not, but another one walked away with a whole Heisman Trophy. And the sad thing about it, Elijah, is had they stayed in the SWAC, they still would have been the same players playing in the same level, playing with the same tenacity. They wouldn't have got recognized in none of those situations. Facts.
I don't know, man. That's why I say, like, to me, it all depends on who your coach is, who your GM is. I'm sorry, your coaches and your own. I mean, your GM and your owners, because
right.
If they back the right person.
Right. Hold it. You see what Marcus put there? The University of Miami, Florida State, and the University of Florida. They were the place to. Florida was the place to be in the 80s.
So I got a question there, Marcus. The best athletes come from what state? The best athletes come from what state, Marcus?
Well, they're gonna have your 4 states. 3 states they're gonna bring up out the bat. 3 states, everybody, and they always a fight between these 3 states.
Who you got?
Florida, Texas. Then they throw Louisiana in there.
So who do you say is the best?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I'm from Tennessee. The best are from Tennessee. We got more letters because we more better. I said what I said. I'm representing for the home team. We got more letters because we more better. Shoot, I'm with Tennessee.
He said Florida.
Go down the street and talk to my cousin Ed Too Tall Jones. He'll tell you. Tennessee.
Okay. All right. Well, just trying to ask, because
we've been having fun. We don't went overtime on sports. It's 5 minutes to the top of the hour. It's almost time to get up out of here.
East Coast.
Man, listen, Elijah, I enjoy you. You all right with me, man. I thank you for taking out every morning and coming in here and blessing us with sports, man, and what you do. Tell us about what you got going on, and let's get ready to get up out of here. Go ahead. Tell me about what you got happening in your world, in the podcasting world. Talk to me.
Podcast The Road is still the Fitz take. We're doing like the 2-man show that I was just telling you about. Actually gonna record in a little bit at noon today. We got some things coming up, interviews and everything, but I just can't wait for you to see the next one that drop. We're gonna have a little fun with this one. But it's on YouTube, it's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, it's on Amazon Music. Have you got your visuals or your listening podcast? We up on every one. So please just make sure you continue to like, share, and subscribe to every episode that there is.
Yeah, that's my man, Elijah. Elijah, man, we're gonna have some fun again tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow is Turn Up Thursday, Turn Down for What? I'll probably
skip today. Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Today is Hump Day. Tomorrow I'm on the road headed to New Orleans. It's the Essence Music Festival of Culture. You see the background. You know what time it is. Yeah, so we're gonna do the show live from Essence on Friday. And Friday we're gonna talk about what's going on in the sports world. So Elijah, I appreciate you, man. You have a blessed and wonderful day. Look, need you to inbox me your address because I need to cut a check and send it to you, just to be a blessing and to take a look. I'm gonna say this is the blessing. This other part of the check, I need you to go get me an orange jersey. I had a certain jersey because I ain't gonna order it online. I just want you to get it for me down there. I told you, man. Hey, you better have a bed ready for me because I'm gonna ride up on you. But, hey, man, I just came to hang out with you for a day. Yeah, I just came to hang out with you for a day or two, man, just to breathe some of my good Tennessee air again. That's my man Elijah Nixon. Hey, y'all catch him with his guy. They got their podcast. He done told you about it, that part. So Elijah, I'll holler at you tomorrow, man. Turn Up Thursday, Turn Down for What? Be good, brother. Peace. All right, family. Look, Elijah in Tennessee. I'm telling you, you're gonna turn on ESPN and you're gonna see that young man. Because he used to be a KATC here and was a great sports reporter, and I'm glad that he moved on to greener pastures to do what he do. I see everybody on here. Let me throw it up there so y'all know. Yeah, it's going down, family. It's going down. Let me take this off. Oh, because that didn't look good. All right, you see it right there. It's the Essence Music Festival of Culture. Every time about this year, we are down in New Orleans, connecting you to the stars, connecting you with interviews and content that you can't get anywhere else. This year, I am joined by the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity herself with her own very own podcast, In the Passenger Seat with Alethea. Listen, we're going to be down at Essence at the 2025 Essence Music Festival of Culture starting tomorrow. We in the building. And I'm going to be chilling out tomorrow. You're going to see some love from I'm going to give you some love from the mayor. Me and the mayor are going to have a quick word with one another. I'm going to drop her on the live and we're going to have a conversation. I see my man, Antonio Cope. Listen, I'm glad Antonio came on. Let me take this off. I am expanding to bring folks on. To be exact, I want to bring Marcus on one time, really to give y'all some good, wholesome conversation about how y'all need to pay attention when it comes down to legal. Not legal advice, just say, hey, I'm a lawyer. I know some of the tricks of the trade. This is what you need to pay attention to. Who you choose to get to be your lawyer, that's you. I know there's always legal ramifications when you bring folks on. He ain't going to be giving legal advice. He's just going to be talking. Antonio Cope will be joining the early morning wake up crew. We about to get a scholar up in here, y'all. He's about to join the early morning wake up crew. And guess what? Though we never share the titles, Dr. Antonio Cope, because he is a doctor. I got 33 reasons, 33 and a third reasons I can say he a doctor. So the doctor will be in the building coming real soon, and we're going to start having some real great conversation. Listen, family, on this Work It Out Wednesday, it is the top of the hour. I'm getting ready to get up out of here and on my way out the door. Once again, do not get distracted by the Diddy. Do not get distracted by them dropping bombs and Buster bunking by all that. Don't get distracted about who's the next celebrity that you know of, female, male celebrity coming out with a sex tape where they clapping cheeks? Because right now, you and our cheeks, we're getting bent over with no lubrication. And in Congress, in the halls of Congress, our cheeks are getting clapped. Y'all need to pay attention to this big, beautiful bill. Because in cities like Henderson, Tennessee, in cities like Meridian, Mississippi, in cities like College Station, Texas, in cities like Gainesville, Georgia, in cities like Lafayette, Louisiana, Opelousas, Louisiana, in some of these small rural cities that some of us grew up in, our parents live in, they will suffer a great deal because of this big, beautiful bill. Pay attention, family. Be better today than you were yesterday. And do something for somebody today that no matter what you do, there's no earthly way they can pay you back. And always remember that there is no secret what God can do. What he has done for others, he will and he can do for you. For when God is with you, nothing or no one can stand against you. Tomorrow we will be broadcasting live from the Essence Music Festival of Culture down in New Orleans. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Until then, y'all have a wonderful day. We up out of here. Peace.